Coverage for the Rochester Residency at Three Heads Brewing is brought to you by Frintz, free prints with unlimited potential. You know those photos you take at concerts, your favorite artist is on stage and your friends are singing along. With Frintz, you can print the photos you choose and have them delivered to you completely free. Pick your favorite shots, tap order, and we'll deliver printed photos straight to your door. No credit cards, no subscriptions, no catch. Your free prints are made possible by our brand partners, so you get your memories on us. Because some moments deserve more than a camera roll. Download the Frintz app today.
Did I see a smile upon your face? Chasing windmills in an empty space. Just don't tell me now, the truth come down like rain. I guess there was just nothing there at all. Didn't I think we shared a private glance?
Hey everyone, Dan Gross here from Stereo Field Recordings. We're at Local Sound Collaborative, which means it's another installment of our Rochester Residency Preview Series. All of this, of course, happening at Three Heads Brewing. The resident for the month of May is Tom Mahoney, joining me now. Tom, thanks for your time, brother. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, Dan.
Of course. Well, you got a lot of shows coming up, not just the Thursdays, you got some extra ones, but why don't you start off with your first show? It's the first Thursday in the month. Tell us about it.
So first Thursday of the month is going to be Grand Canyon Rescue episode, which is my original Americana group.
Yeah.
We mix in our own songs with everything from Steve Earle to Bill Monroe, Wilco, and everything mixed in between.
Yeah.
We have a great group of people: Steve Day, Miles McHugh, Ron Promota, and Jimmy Mack on drums.
Yeah.
So good people, good fun, and foot-stopping music.
When did you guys first start playing together?
So we started in 2009.
Mm-hmm.
We've got 4 albums out.
Nice.
We've got actually a double album that we've recorded that we're waiting to put out at some point. And it's just a fun group of people to play acoustic music.
Yes.
And it's a different feel from some of the other stuff I do. So that's what I love about it.
Yeah, well, I taught that wee band willow how to cry, cry, cry. And I taught the clouds how to cover up a clear blue sky. Tears of pride for that woman, they're gonna flood you, big river. I said I'm gonna sit right here till I die. Yeah, I said I'm gonna sit right here till I die. Yeah, I said I'm gonna sit right here until I die.
Absolutely. Well, let's talk about some of the other stuff that you do, because the Thursday after that, it isn't just the Thursday, it's the Friday.
No, it's not.
And then it isn't just the Friday, it's the Saturday.
Yeah.
You got one band who's doing 3 nights of this music. Why don't you talk to us about that week?
So Into the Now requires a lot of space and a lot of time. So we're going to do a 3-night run. We've done multiple night runs there the last couple of times we've played. It's a great chance for that community, and it is a community of people that come together and just enjoy the moment. Absolutely. And being together and celebrating what is essentially a great American songbook of the Grateful Dead. But we try and mix in some other things there. And again, try and be present and play off the crowd, and they play off us, and it's a really great experience.
Well, what you touched on a little bit, but what do you love about playing Dead tunes? Of course, there's so many. You talk about the great songbook, but what do you enjoy about playing that catalog?
Well, there's a couple of things. So number one, there's great variety within that. So there's everything from bluegrass to blues to country to kind of rock and roll, kind of good old rock and roll Chuck Berry type stuff. Mm-hmm. But there's a freedom within that group of people show up, and like the band, they just want to be surprised. I always call it, we want to ride the wave. And some nights that wave never comes. But sometimes when it does and we're all there together and we feel it, that's one of the things that life is about for me. That's what I love about live music.
Well, I wanted to ask about this. This is one that I know the answer to already, and I think a lot of you do out there. You talked about being in the moment.
Yep.
Do you have any sense of the set list for any of these shows?
I have no idea the set list, as that would be against everything I stand for. I think it's great when people can kind of work out things, and I don't take anything away from people that want to do that.
Yes.
But for us, we don't know until we get in the room what our feeling is going to be. So it could be something as simple as Jeff or Kyle at the door giving you a look. It could be some of the crowd, that the energy that they have that night that makes up, that's the composite of what we're going to do.
Yeah.
And so we're playing off each other, and it really is, in my view, a community thing. And we're just all looking to chase that wave. That's what we're trying to do.
Well, it's 2 in the morning, there's a knock upon my door. I see you done your howling, now you're hungry for some more. Yeah.
That you're closing out the month on the third Thursday with the Wildflower Revolution. I think a lot of Three Heads fans and fans of this community will know your stuff from Grand Canyon Rescue episode, and now this is something that's a little bit newer. Talk to us about the Wildflower Revolution.
So the Wildflower Revolution was something that was born out of, I wrote a lot of, I'm a songwriter. I wrote a lot of songs that are more electric, that maybe didn't go necessarily with Grand Canyon. And I wanted a space to do that. But I also wanted to explore some other areas. Into Now gives us tremendous freedom to do that. But I mean things like Chuck Prophet, the Meters, things like that that are a little off the beaten path, but then throw that in with some other players I enjoy playing with. So that night, we're going to do a thing which we've done before, but this is the first time with the Revolution, that we're going to have Buddha Hood Horns play with us.
Yeah.
We're going to have the great Chris English on drums.
Woo.
And lots of special guests, and we're just going to get up and have ourselves a time, as they say.
I love that. Tom,
Yeah.
thanks so much for your time, brother.
Thanks for having
Really
me.
appreciate it. Of
Appreciate
course.
it.
Again, I'm Dan Gross of Stereofield Recordings. We'll see you most Thursdays and a couple Fridays and Saturdays as well at Three Heads Brewing. And a reminder that the residency and SFR's coverage of it is sponsored by Frintz. You know those photos you take at concerts, your favorite artist is on stage and your friends are singing along? With Frintz, you can print the photos you choose and have them delivered to you completely free. Pick your favorite shots, tap order, and we'll deliver printed photos straight to your door. No credit cards, no subscriptions, no catch. Your free prints are made possible by our brand partners, so you get your memories on us. Because some moments deserve more than a camera roll. Download the Frintz app today.